What's up guys, Paolo here and I'm back, and this video will be more like a talking heads slash podcast style video where I talk about a certain topic while the video plays in the background, likely unrelated to what I'm talking about. This would be a nice change of pace, I think, to what we normally have on this channel, which are normally vlog style content. And personally, I think it's also nice to release a video with actual good audio quality once in a while, you know? So I wasn't really planning on talking about this topic, but a few people have asked me about it, so I thought, why not? I'll be talking a little about the upcoming minimum wage laws being implemented in NYC for food delivery workers. This law will be implemented on July 11th, and it will affect all food delivery apps, Grubhub, Doordash, UberEats, to name a few. My goal for this video is to share information about this topic, try to correct some misconceptions about it, and then put in my 2 cents as well about this topic. Full disclosure, I do food deliveries as a side gig. I do them in the least common way possible, which is walking and kick scooting, and I'm relatively new to this. I only started January of 2023. Alright, now that's out of the way, we can finally talk about this topic. So on July 11, 2023, food delivery workers in NYC are set to receive a minimum wage amount specifically for food delivery workers. This amount does not include tips, so that gets added on top of the minimum wage. This is according to the official nyc.gov website that has all the information you need on this topic. I'll link that in the description. As of this recording, about 2 weeks before the law goes live, they are giving delivery apps 2 options on how they can do this. The first option is delivery workers get paid while waiting for an order and while actively delivering an order. So basically, if the driver is online for an hour, they get $17.96 plus tips for that hour no matter how many trips they did. At least, that's how I understand it. And the second option is delivery workers get paid only during active time. The driver gets paid approximately 50 cents per minute of active time. So basically, if you were online for 1 hour and you were only actively doing deliveries for 30 minutes of that hour, you get a minimum of $15 for that active time plus tips. These rates are set to increase every year, plus an adjustment to inflation each year. So overall, on paper, both these options aren't really looking too bad. It's either you get paid for all the times you've been online, or only get paid during active time delivery but at a higher rate, and then you add the tips on top of those. But even if it looks good on paper, how it's implemented will be another story. I do want to mention this one line right here that says, some apps may use unique pay methods that may not display a per minute or per hour rate, but they must follow one of the minimum pay rates above. So I think this line opens things up for delivery apps to mess around a bit and see how much they can get away with in terms of abusing this new system. And with this new law coming in, we better brace ourselves for the changes that food delivery apps will implement as well. You better believe that they will cut down on food delivery workers, and you better believe that they will have strict implementation in terms of when you can go online or how many hours you can log during a certain period. You also better believe how strict they will be when it comes to acceptance rates, ratings, and such. You likely won't be allowed to decline many orders and be forced to accept crappy deliveries. Doordash right now actually has a pay per hour option where the driver gets paid $15 per hour instead of getting paid per order. Now with that option, you're only allowed to decline 1 order per hour. Anything more and they'll log you out of your shift. This option hasn't been a popular one, as you guys can probably assume. Right now, there's probably close to 60,000 food delivery workers in NYC. I'm almost certain that number will go down a good amount once things get implemented. I actually saw a forum post recently with Grubhub updating its drivers on this topic. They basically said that they will have to change things up to match the amount of deliveries to the amount of drivers on the shift at any given time. They also said that they will prioritize premier drivers when it comes to giving them shifts and such. I think it's also worth mentioning that as food delivery workers, we are technically independent contractors. As for me, the more I read about it, the less I actually hate it. Initially, I thought the upcoming changes would be a lot worse, and it still could be. So many things will have to happen to make these changes feasible for these food delivery apps. Heck, I might get my account deactivated just because I don't have high AR or something. Or maybe I'll never be able to schedule a shift ever again because of how limited it will be, and I only do this part-time. I know a few people who are actually making great money right now and are heavily against these changes, and I understand why. And as someone who delivers in unusual ways, they might get strict about this as well. Multi-apping could go away for all we know, but we just don't know right now. But if you do want to know more, definitely check the links below that will bring you to the nyc.gov website with all the information we have on this so far. And anyways, that is it for me. Thank you so much for making it this far. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I also would love to hear your thoughts on this matter. Definitely leave them in the comments below and let's have a civil discussion about this. Civil, please. Thank you. Anyways, that's it. Peace out. I am out. Bye.